fruity and also funky.
I love the addition of this pumpkin. The pumpkin is so delicious. Oh, and it's a little bit salty too. It's sweet, salty, coconutty. It's really good. Good morning from West Sumatra. It's another day, another food tour with Ronnie's Tours. I have Ideal here and then also Joe. We are headed to Biaro, which is just an hour outside of Bukit Tinggi. We're gonna stop along the way. It's a Wednesday market day, and so there are a couple of very local things that I want to try, and then I'll probably be surprised with a bunch of other things.
Well, Biaro used to be called Biara, yeah? Before Islam came to West Sumatra, there's a ancient name. During the, what do you call it, Pagaring Kingdom.
Here is the best durian. How do you know?
From a smell.
What does it smell like?
Smell like, smell on the hell.
It doesn't smell good.
Yeah, smell really pure smell of durian. Thick smell, nice smell. Yellow.
That's
This is they eat by squirrel. Oh.
So you know it's good if an animal likes it?
Animal like it.
Is that a good deal? Is that a good deal?
It's a good deal.
You think?
Yeah. Ronnie is good heart.
Do you have a? Is that a good deal? Ideal.
Yeah.
What would you pay?
130.
130. Okay, that's what we're paying. And so you're paying more because it's from here.
Yeah.
So it is a good deal.
Yeah, because
and she knows. She knows it's.
Because
this is the best region.
We want to have taste, yeah, not
Just cheap.
not too full.
Alright, so we are in Kaman. It's known to have some of the best durian in West Sumatra. Here with durian experts on this road trip. It's fruity and also funky. It's a hard taste to. It's kind of like if you mixed mango, some pear, and then also cheese. It's, I think, one of those flavors that you have to kind of get used to, but it's pretty good. I'm not a durian lover like this guy, but it's still really good. Alright, so I would say if you're first trying durian, I learned the yellow ones, really yellow, are a little bit more sweet. I prefer them because you get that sweetness and then also a little bit of funkiness. It's almost like a fermented blue cheese, stinky feet, Parmesan kind of mixed with fruit. If you just get the white ones, it's really funky in a way that I think for us, for North Americans, you might think that there's something wrong with it, or maybe it's expired, maybe it's rotting. We're not really used to that flavor, that deep, like fermented, stinky flavor. But the fruit and cheese flavor is actually really good. Yeah, texture is. I actually think durian is probably better in ice cream or on something for foreigners because it's an odd texture, it's an odd flavor, and so just to kind of make it feel familiar, but it's really good. If you try a durian and you don't like it, the good idea is to continue to try because there's so many different kinds of flavors. Right here, there were 3 or 4 that we could try, and they all were different levels of sweetness. But yellow is a good sign. Okay, Ronnie says this one is like ginger. Ideal, tell me. Like ginger.
Lama panah.
But like, what's ginger?
Oh, jahe, jahe.
Jahe, I knew that.
So jahe.
He doesn't look like he's not saying it's like jahe. Jahe.
Oh, slow ginger.
You think it tastes like ginger? Well, I think it tastes like ginger. Well, I like it.
I think so. You taste like ginger.
Okay. Yeah, I like the yellow one. The lighter ones are harder for me. Just a small piece because I'm not convinced I'm gonna like this. Just a small piece because Ideal didn't seem to think it was like ginger. I don't like this one at all. Oh, no. Towards the end, maybe? It tastes a little bit sweeter. Beginning, I'm not loving. No. This one is not for me.
So we are in the Biaro market. 2 feet in, we had to stop to try something. This is called tapai, and it is fermented tapioca. Now, I had it yesterday, but it was a little bit different. We're gonna try this just straight up. So tapioca is used quite a bit here. Also, the leaves are delicious, but this is just straight up tapioca fermented. Okay, sweet, creamy, tastes like a dessert, but it's just, nothing is added, it's just fermented. A little bit stringy, but it's really fresh and delicious. 10,000, which is just under $1. So delicious. Lots of people in the market today. I don't know if they get a lot of people because everybody's watching me, but it's lama bana. So that tapioca was only 5,000, which is less than 50 cents. She also sells piñaram, which is rice, sticky rice, and then on the edge there's just a little bit of brown sugar to give it a bit of crispiness. Very typical snack dessert here in this region. This brown rice just caramelizes on the end, and then the sticky, you've got this brown sugar, and then the sticky rice has just a really lovely texture, almost like a campfire caramelization. Almost tastes like cotton candy a little bit. It's really good. So far, 5 minutes in, eating 2 things. So delicious here. Guys, I am really trying to be careful here. I know, I can show this to you. Whew. All right. This is a balancing act, but I really wanted to show you this dish. It's called bubur campion, and it is a dish, a breakfast of West Sumatra, very popular. In the market, everybody comes here to Anu. She has a number of different things for breakfast, but already I've been here for a couple of minutes and everyone is asking for this bubur campion. And so what it is you've got some rice porridge, you've got some black sticky rice, white sticky rice, pumpkin, banana, green beans. Have I missed anything? I think I got almost everything, and I've only spilled just a little bit. Okay, I love the addition of this pumpkin. The pumpkin is so delicious. It gives a little bit of sweetness, but not just pure sugar, like a little bit of pumpkin sweetness. And then those 2 types of rice, black sticky rice, white sticky rice. Now this looks like it could be almost a dessert. It could be very sweet, but it's actually not too sweet at all. I'd say if you like a French toast, it's not even as sweet as that. It's really good. hearty meal, lots in it. How much is this? Only 8,000, and there is so much of this. This is such a hearty breakfast. Creamy, just a little bit sweet. This is really tasty. I had never even heard of babor campion, only babor ayam, but this is very different, also delicious. All right, so despite being in West Sumatra, which is not as heavily traveled for tourists, and then also going to small towns, you'd be surprised how many people greet you in English or try to say a number of words in English. Also just want to, they come up to you with a phone, they probably want to take your picture. Everyone here is so nice. I definitely think if you want to get off the beaten track, this is only an hour out, and we've only eaten a couple of things. Definitely worth the trip. Oh my goodness, we almost left the market without eating this. So this is tumbang. So it is a sweet made with sweet potato, and then it has coconut on the outside. You'll find a vendor before you go out. Do not miss her. She has a huge smile. You really can't miss it. That's why we had to stop. Okay. Guys. It's almost like a soft fudge, but not as sweet. A little bit of sweetness, very coconutty, like a really nice soft treat. I love how all of the desserts here are not too sweet. Maybe I am meant to live here. This is really delicious. Oh, and it's a little bit salty too. It's sweet, salty, coconutty. It's really good. All right, keropok baso. So again, you would eat this on a meal. I'm just gonna try it by itself. The nice thing here is I think they let you try it because they know once you're gonna eat it, you're gonna buy a bag of it. It's almost like a really crispy rice cake. Really tasty. I think it actually would be really delicious with some chili on it. You could eat this as chips, like just a bag of chips instead of waiting to get home and putting it on a meal. I like this one better than the rice ones. This is tasty. I like tapioca. Tapioca is really good. I could have stayed in that market longer. There were so many other things I wanted to eat, but in this village, there are other places to eat. So we're leaving the market. Not sure where we're heading, but I've heard there's gonna be food, so it's gonna be good. I really love about West Sumatra is that the tourism here is really national. It's for Indonesians. These things are not built for foreign tourists. They're actually built for locals to come on weekends. And so that kind of creates a different type of tourism, which feels a little bit more authentic, a little bit less like people wanting just Instagram photos in another country and then moving on. So this is a little bit more sustainable. And I really like it. Like, this is a really cute little place for people to go on the weekend.
Food is beginning is because this area, it was this farm area. So a lot of farmer in here. So for the lunch for the farmers, they don't have to eat with the good milk. I mean, they just do with the faster but delicious milk. Like, for example, if they want to, because they're away from the market, so if there is no oil, they can just cook the omelette on the leaf without the oil. And then they still can also make the nice food as well. And also with the fish fry of dry fish. If there's no oil, they can just do roast it on the fire.
Right.
And then this, everything is no oil. They just steam it. You don't need oil, so one is good for the health. So there's no cholesterol in this. And the taste is 5-star.
5-star meal.
5-star meal. And this is here. This is the just chili without oil, without fried, and they mix with the dark fruit, jengkol. And this chili, they make with the water from the rice, with the small fish and onion and some dry bone. Cangkuk, we call it. So this is seed of the milk for the farm, people going to the farm in the past. Yeah.
All right, this was a fantastic day in Biaro. Introduction, so many great foods. Again, it's only an hour from Bukit Tinggi, but it looks like actually the clouds are coming in. It's gonna rain, so I think that's the end of the day. Next video, I think I might actually be in Padang. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and I'll see you in Padang. Join my Patreon community for more behind the scenes and exclusive content you won't find elsewhere. You can also find me on Instagram, and be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. All of these things make my day. Thank you so much for your support.